Alright, hello and welcome everyone who may somehow be awake for me doing this, which would be fairly surprising in its own right, but yeah, you never know. But yes. I am alive today on this Tuesday the 29th of January of the year of our Lord 2019 to play a video game, which I was playing in the past and which I intended to finish at an earlier point in time, but which I did not manage to, so let us see if I can manage to correct that somewhat. I haphazardly tried to hide the fact that I basically didn't do any major preparation for this impromptu stream. Alright, at least Steam is unfrozen, so I can actually do this again, so this time I am living dangerously and having a few more background things open as I play this game. Hopefully it won't be completely terrible. I think the most important thing to do here would be ensuring that you can see it, so accomplish that, at least. There it goes. Game has an autosave feature. An autosave feature I probably won't be using once I actually play it on my own, because I do want to, you know, do a hardcore clear alien B run after this, but first I need to actually finish my first run, which is regular difficulty. Hold on. There's another thing I need to get out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we are. Regular difficulty, Leon A. Clear B, which is the... I don't know. I guess either is in the canon one at this stage, because of the fact that, you know, in the original Resident Evil 2 they had a canon route and a non-canon route, and I'm pretty sure Claire A. Leon B is the canon route because, you know, specifically because, well, specifically because nothing, that's just what they went with later, but it was weird at the time, which is what I meant to say, because Claire was disc 2 on the PS1 release of the game, which led a lot of people to, do Leon A. Claire B, which, you know, seemed pretty self-explanatory at the time. Alright, let's see, we are back in the game. We have returned to the sewers of Raccoon City. What I want to know is, I need to close a few more things. I probably should close a few more things, hold on. Close one of my browser windows, okay. That set second. There we go. It's been eliminated, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the only thing or I had running that wasn't necessary, so let's see. Let's see if I can manage to get a run on this performance that's as good as the last time I was playing it, which, you know, managed to do for 8 hours or so, so I'd say it's probably good prospects, but you never know with these newfangled computers. Also, I did manage to find a way finally to do something that I've been trying to do with my computer for a really long time, and that's it's an exclusive full screen because it's supposed to be borderless windowed. 582, what? Okay, this definitely doesn't have the settings that I had it at before. That would explain a few things. Refresh rate is not that, it's supposed to be this. That's fine. Jesus Christ, I have to do this every time, don't I? Image quality shadow, okay, it definitely didn't have that at Mac. It's for that specific reason, you know. Okay, that seemed to have fixed things. Guess we can't just leave it like that. What if I think I did manage to... Is this, no, the texture quality, I think I had it at like 390 something or 380 something, which is, you know, technically still in the safe zone, you might say. But you know what, this is fine if I just have it like this. I don't know why it did that. It was probably like the NVIDIA utilities fucking with things while I wasn't looking, which is not nice, but guess I'm gonna deal with it, but yes. Now that I actually can start playing the game, let's see where we are. Previously on Resident Evil, we made it past the first part of the game. Made it down to the sewers, and now we have to go back and do the puzzle where we find all the spark plugs, I suppose. Probably trying to figure out which ones precisely are we missing. Are we missing the same ones from last time, or are we missing, I guess this different at all? So we have the bishop plug. Have a knight plug, which is in the right place, and we have the pawn plug, which is also in the right place. So yeah, we're missing the rook, king, and the queen, so it is the same as before. So let's go and find them. Let's go and say a few things to the monarchy as to their standing in this world of 1998. See again. I have this thing which I specifically took out of the item box because it kind of takes some space. Shoot, hold on. Takes up 2 spaces after the upgrade, which I don't think was the case initially, but do seem to have been finding a lot more ammo for it recently, so you know, why not use it? Oh boy, parts for the SLS. Yeah, this guy comes to life. Hold on, let's grab this blue herb and see if we can make a clean getaway. I do remember this guy pretty much stayed back in that little corner for most of my run of this place that I did with Leon in the first half of the game. I really got in the way at that time until the very end when I finally had to put him down, but let's see if I can make lightning strike twice. Let's see. SLS, which is like the worst gun I have in this mode, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. These custom parts allows the gun to fire special high-powered rounds. I don't know what those be, but alright. Thanks for adding those to the gun. In addition to 9mm ammo, so I don't know, would those be these, the large caliber ammo rounds? Or would they be like a special weapon type that I haven't found yet? Well, like, what do you call it? No, don't equip. See, hold on a minute. Like, let me see. Don't have it now with me. Wait, it can fire fucking acid grenades, is that what I'm seeing right now? Or it's something else. Entirely certain, maybe it just got reloaded special. You know what, let me try it on this guy out here. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. I get the feeling that seeing it in action might... Okay. Yeah, this might be worthwhile after all, but I don't know if we're gonna need it for this part specifically. Like, I already have 3 guns with me. 2 of them take up 2 inventory spaces, so I don't really want to... and that to become too cumbersome. Let's see. I don't have any red herbs, do I? But I do have some green herbs. Kinda wanna wait until I have some red herbs to carry around some heals, or make some full heals, rather. Actually, still haven't tried to... Let me try that right now, actually, to see what happens. I haven't tried combining multiple green herbs, but if this works like the original did, I should be able to make a 3 green herb mix, which is a guaranteed full heal. GGG, yeah. And I would, at this point, I would try to do something like... Hold on a second. Okay, I have readjusted the position of my microphone. Hopefully that will be... Let me get out of the awkward position I was in. It kinda does. I guess I don't have to worry about that anymore, but yes. What I was going to say is, at this point I would probably try to mix a blue herb with these to see if it can give them... It can give them mix the like, defense up effect that other full heals have if you mix them with red herbs, but no, I'm pretty sure the game specifically says if you mix them with red herbs it gives them that effect, so sure it would be like no additional effect if mixed with a green herb full heal. Except maybe removing poison, which, who knows, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember any Resident Evil games where you can actually mix more than 3 herbs into a single mix. That's the thing. But, okay, we're apparently not done with items in this room. Which tells me there might be something back here. Oh yeah, already know. Just one of them right there. I can go back into the room and make another mix I want, and I kinda do. Alright, there's a tool that we need to open up this stuff. Cranking gates. This far you're almost out of the city. I've got to take care of something before I leave, but I need to tell you something in case I don't make it. This was all Umbrella's doing, let the people know. Okay then. She has no comment on that. And yeah, if I recall, in the scenes we had with Sherry during the first part of this, pretty sure she had a wristband, so... Other than Ada, who I'm pretty sure took her wristband off of a dead body in one story. Sherry's gonna be our ticket out of here, so we're gonna have to find her. Wonder if we're gonna have to do the thing from Resident Evil 2 Original, where we have to, like... She's been, like, infected with an embryo by William and have to take a vaccine for that. Probably, but who knows. Heat resistant safe combinations on the side of the safe. Yeah, we saw that earlier. We have opened the safe, and now we shall... We're done with items in this hallway. What weapon do I have equipped? None, no weapon. Okay, let's fix it. Shall go back to this room and... do even more item management because I'm neurotic like that. Let's see. So I'm gonna leave, I don't know. Should I leave this? Yeah, I think, actually no, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna take out herbs here. Put 1 green herb, take out 1 blue herb. Mix both of those. Make one of these and then put that into the box. I only have 4 spaces. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if we get... We do get like 1 more row of squares for a total of like 20. Let's actually, you know, get out there and get into some situations that will make us free up some ammo. But it's at the bottom of this hallway that we're about to enter here. There's gonna be a few fellers that are going to require me to unload. Yep, there's a guy. This guy was a problem in my last, in the first run that I did of this with Leon. He just didn't die. Oh boy. Is it that the zombies that have that specific model, that guy in blue, has, and that caused me the most trouble? I do seem to have noticed that as a trend in this. I don't know about you. Okay, well, let's quickly... I doubt either of them are actually dead, but let's just pass them. Can actually be on the side for once. Oh, here's another herb. There you go. And here's something that'll probably make some noise and... You know, if I had to guess, I'm guessing we will... Oh, that's just water. Oh. Or, you know, this stuff. Well, quite the same thing, but... I think we're gonna be encountering some of those, like, spawn adults down here. Looking forward to that, yep. Okay, that guy's dead. But I don't think we can actually go anywhere else from right now, or can we? I mean, that's just like the... Let's go there. Should be another passageway back. That's like a little hole back there. Let's see if that leads anywhere. Even if I do, okay, even if I do go there, which I guess I will, probably still gonna take a few steps back and open up that big gate behind me so I don't have that as an obstacle later on. I'm guessing we're gonna have to go down there as we did with Leon and where the heck is outside on the supply storage room. Well, I mean, I think I already know what's there. If my memory does not fail me, And if it's anything like the Leon run, there should be a couple of the spark blocks we need there. But first, let's see what's on this side. And I already said my guess is G creatures. Probably be time to keep seeing, like, I don't know, not any G creatures. I don't remember if we fought any. Oh, there's one. There so far. But if, assuming we haven't, then oh, here we go. So I'm wondering what would be the best choice for this, I guess. Except the rest of the... Guess this, but wondering exactly what would be the best. With that in mind, like acid routes. Of which I only have 4 right now. Which I hope that's enough, I suppose. Oh dear, is he gonna spit out its babies? Because if so, then I'm just gonna run away. Would rather not have to use up any ammo on these things. Pretty sure they just go away. Just, hello there, little tadpoles. And goodbye. And yeah, it's just gonna rise up out of the ground here in just a second if there's anything. The last time I did this, it's just gonna act as an obstacle. Yep. Think you're gonna juke me? Maybe not quite. Actually, let me, like, switch to this, I guess. Actually, you can run past it if you can. What do you call it? Tricking into doing that specific attack. I forgot about that. Let me do that real quick so I can just pass that one narrow section and open up this and probably go this way because I don't want to. I feel like I can go around that one specific monster if I want to do so. Let's see what we got, or maybe not. Power rounds. Okay, so they have their own ammunition. I was wondering about that. So I guess maybe the SLS, which was like the shittiest handgun at first, will end up being the Magnum for this this run. Let's see what we got up here. We got 2 free spaces in the inventory right now. This guy's gonna get up, that much is obvious. Do that. Drop on him. Yeah, you asshole. How dare you not be super dead when I get here. Wait, we got hiding place, rather film. I guess we're gonna have to backtrack to the police again. Which might take, you know, I only have about, I was planning to start this stream a little bit earlier, but I only have like 2 or 3 hours to spare right now, as a matter of fact. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to get to the end of this part. That's why I changed the title of the stream from towards the end, or no, to towards the end from just the end, which started out as not that end this time, sure. Unless that's what the mission that's gotten read, which is entirely possible. But let's see. Let's see. We can go back down to the safe room. There. Just to pass the old monster. I'm kind of wondering where does this go? Waterway. Doesn't lead back there direct. I think if we go to the control room, like, hold on, there was a room somewhere around here. Oh yeah, the office. Which, sure we started out as, and I think there might have been some stuff in there, but I stupidly managed to, like, jump off immediately, so I don't know if it's like forever locked out of availability. Shit. Bastard indeed, Jesus Christ. expertly timed head switch to avoid my volleys of gunfire. I'll be taking that back. And I guess might as well grab the oh shit. Of course there's another one. Where will there be? Hello my friend. There. You were actually getting some use out of these submachine gun rounds. Oh yeah, we need... Shit, I forgot about that. What's on the other side of this stairs? I need to like reacquaint myself with the layout of this place because I never really felt that... Oh, no knife, sure. Like I never really also re-equipped this, thank you very much, don't waste that grenade. Knife one time. Never got around this area quite as smoothly as with other areas of the game, really. Like, one of the more maze-like ones as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we can slide down there and we'll end up in here. I guess we can. But we will have to go past that creature, won't we? Stinks. Came from up there, right here we did. Being followed, we are being followed. What if I just flee? It's a little late for that, Claire. I think you've been down here long enough to where I think you'd have become acclimated to this stuff somewhat. Yeah, that's where the rook plug is, but I don't want to get, I don't want to grab it just yet, just because I'm pretty sure. What is there? High-powered rounds that I missed, or am I stupid? I think I might be stupid. Hold on. Oh, they're on the other side. That's why I didn't pick them up. And actually get to them. Wait, let me see. If I were to go up there, I would end up in this hallway. So I could go to the... I'd also need a key for that door, that's the thing. If I went past there, I'd also end up in this upper butterway. This is kind of confusing, you see. And then maybe we'd end up there. Yeah, we could go around. Let's see if... I'll try my luck at dealing with this little monster that's gonna appear here. Just like getting past it. Come on, I knew you were there. Not gonna be as simple as just hoping that you'll go away forever. I know this much. Oh, there it is. It's that end. So sure it was gonna pop out. Well, who knows what it's doing, but it's having fun, so... It's not interrupted frolicking. Without... Okay, this guy's still action, I see. Well, let's take him down the efficient way. The Resident Evil. And make our way back into this place, which leads us pretty much right back to the safe room. Make a few adjustments to our supplies. Let's see. Still gonna need that, I'm not gonna need this to just be carrying it around. Or that, I don't think. I think I'm also gonna leave that knife. That badly. I'll leave that. Very soon I'm not gonna have ammo for this stuff anymore, I don't think. Do I have any spare ammo? I think I do. Oh yeah, I do have some. A little bit of spare ammo, you might say. It's just the one I have first, though. Could save, but no, we'll try our luck exploring a little more first. But hold on. We can just fall down here, can't we? Unless we can't as Claire. I think we can through the place that's directly above here, which I think should be the control room. Yeah, it's the only one that overlaps. Make our way back there if Earth. stairs on the... That doesn't really help though. Because the place where the monster appears here is around this area, so... That is a means of going around it. Go back, but you don't do anywhere. Maybe you do, hold on. If you go down there, you end up in this place, and if you go around there, maybe you do. I just stop talking about it and just actually go there. Try to get something done. Now what am I doing? It's in the door. You know, probably a good idea, but can you ever truly tell? That is a better question. If I do say so myself. Let's go take a look. Let's go and have a go for a while. Okay. Dead for... We're dead. Probably isn't. Let's, put this to the test. I just chop off one of his legs. I did. Oh dear. Still trying to get up though. Well, that's... Okay, both of his legs are chopped off now. I think my knife might be post. I think my knife, yeah, basically has one use left if I actually use it as a counter weapon. At least that let me learn that apparently you can, in fact, go and chop some of these legs off with a knife if they're on the ground like that. I was not aware of that. You can also chop off their arms. Yeah, there's the sewer key. Need that. I double back the other way, actually. And open that from the can. It's the other side of that. That's oh yeah, that's the upper waterway thing. Now we're gonna have to dock back into the series of hallways we were just at, basically. Face our fears again with the picture in the water. And we're gonna have to do the same thing again down here when we decide to go down here, but probably won't get it until I've gotten all the other stuff that I can from up above. Because I don't feel like it. This isn't the right way. Terrible at focused with orientation. It's this way. Okay, so I'm guessing if the big creature is not... Oh, it's over there. Okay. It seems to be stuck there, which actually works quite well for my purposes, because that means it won't get in the way here. I don't know why it's stuck over there, but certainly not gonna complain about that. And here's something we never really did as when we did this previously. I think we called it when it's not in the level that we wanted at. Oh shit, hold on. This guy wasn't here before, was he? Or I guess he was, but he was collapsed. Are you dead? I guess you're... Actually thought I had this gun out. Probably not the most efficient use of this, but who cares? A few. It's not the end of the world. And I'm pretty sure that all the samples that I stated here are gonna be out and about again, because that's what the guy so lazy bones, he doesn't want to get up, but we'll fix him up. Wait for this knife to break. It's gonna happen. Okay, see that for real? It's a knife like not break when you use it to knife sambos like that to death, because that seems like a pretty good pretty good efficiency weapon, if so. There's something I've never really tried in this game specifically, is like shooting zombies in what do you call it? The legs to like cause them to collapse and then knife them. Sometimes do it. Resident Evil 4. Just the same kind of dynamic stuff. Yeah, there's the clue for the thing. We already got that stuff. Yeah, those letters are circled. I think we already got that luxury combination though. But I never found that clue the first time when I did this with Leon. Because I am terrible at finding those clues, as I've said in another stream recently. Not that I am sure that anyone who... whatever was... not what I'm talking about, but... when do I ever speak with that in mind? That's the real question. Okay, so I guess that's how you back up to the police station. Sewers this time, let's see. Let's put you. Okay. Lock that, and we end up, yeah, let's just exactly leads back up to the police station. We will go, actually. Did we just leave something behind there? High powered SLS rounds that I'm apparently really bad at seeing, because I keep walking past them in several loops. This isn't even the first one where this happens. Okay, I'm guessing this is basically my mag player's run. If their performance with that one zombie back there is any indication. Which probably is. Okay, where does this put you again exactly? I think this puts you at like that room that connects to the main, doesn't it? Possibly. Or yeah, it does. Okay. So leave that. Leave that. Guess I'm gonna keep this with me in case. And also leave the gunpowder with that. Probably take out a new knife. Gonna need that soon, but let's try our luck first. Why not? Arvin's probably still around here because I never killed him in either of these runs. You know, something kind of weird about the club key. Apparently on that oh, there's Marvin. Let's leave him in peace. I don't think the club key, or I don't think not having the club key prevents you from getting to any specific parts of the station. Obviously you have the hard key, which, you know, Leon does not have the hard key, and there are some parts of the station that he can't get into as a result of that. I guess something else that only Leon, that's just Frank can handle. Sure, we never got the key for that door either. It's got to do the other. I think, maybe. Remember what's there actually at my boiler. But I actually want to go back down to the... well, let's go back over to the, like, film developing safe room first, because it's the film that we got from the sewers that we need to develop there. One thing. I think there might be still be like a liquor in here. So and I also wanted to go back down to the parking lot just because there's something I wanted to try out. Might be a potential way from get something I think I missed and can't get back to otherwise. Let's see. This film and hiding place, we already know where that is. That's desk and the press room. And I guess we already knew that there was something there previously. Actually, those items there. Unless you found that specific roll of film first. let's see. I'm going to Wesker's desk first. Star's office is on the second floor. Right here, and there might be a liquor here. Remember. Biscuits. Wesker's desk. Where we find a wooden box, and inside the wooden box, which is apparently slightly heavy, we can find capacity magazine for the MQ-11. Remember what? Is that the other normal handgun that we had? Shitty. It's like with all the weapons Claire has, you probably should never even bother with that one. Like after the odd upgraded SLS, whatever. Seems like the worst one. It's just like the regular handgun. Unless you have like hundreds and hundreds of bullets for it. Not really gonna come in that handy. Yeah, we have a liquor in this hole, so let's slow down a little bit. Go back down over to the press room. Take a pit stop in like guard station, like break room. On the way to the basement there. It's liquor. Just kind of curious about where. Right around the corner here. Yep, there it is. Off we go. Okay, we went this way next. So we can stop by the press room. And get the thing in here. Well, not. So why would we? Be mean. Needle cartridges times 7 ammo for the spark shot. Oh boy, okay. I guess the spark shot, which was kind of a shitty gun in the original Resident Evil 2, is also gonna be in this. I don't know, maybe they are gonna work their miracles of turning shitty guns into guns that are actually used. Did with the gun in. Oh yeah, that guy's still alive. Dude that crawls on the floor. Yes, okay. Oh, hello. There's a bunch of dudes in there. I do not remember that detail. And at this point I could use grenade, but I don't think I have one. That is the problem, isn't it? Alright, so I guess we're not going that way after all. Another way into the basement, I thought. Parking garage. Huh. To think of it. Let me see. There's one specific possible way of. We could go to the chief's office. That's not possible. Might just do that, but I need to remember to even go to stairs. Go to those stairs. There. Let's go to the helicopter hallway, which is this one. Basically do the same. Go around right here. Those are my options. I'm pretty sure that both of those routes are clear, unlike the hallway that we've just seen. Before I do that, I might as well go back the same way that I came here. Secret enemy. Leave this stuff. I'll take out the MQ thing. Gold. MQ, actually, is the MQ-11? No, it isn't. That's CMQ7. And clip capacity to 50 rounds. Let's combine that at once. Now it has 50 rounds. Let me go ahead and put this here. Okay, so what happens if I go to the middle level staircase? And I see what's beyond this point. Will I be able to get anywhere? Because you might remember this is basically where the first fight with William is. And at the end of it, we up, down there. We can glide back up. Can we just jump down there? Or are we like unable to get past this now? Case suck. And I guess that is the case. That does suck. Right. So yeah, this was a bust, but oh, I know. And knowing is important. Might be all unit, as a matter of fact. In this case, it would have been. Let's see. Oh, I guess we're going to the chief's office. Hey, Marvin. It's over there. And I guess this way for us to get there is this way. I am not sorry that I killed all the zombies in this place. It's supposed to be a safe haven, damn it. And you know, it's kind of a problem when they get in your way while you're trying to dodge Mr. X when he's around. Well, at least from what I recall, it doesn't really become a problem. Any later point. Very section lab and the nest. Kind of reluctant to call it the nest because that's not what it was called in the original. Didn't really have a specific name, I don't think. And if it did, it definitely wasn't the nest. Alright, well, we're there. It doesn't take nearly as long as I make it out to. It's just that I want stuff on a silver platter sometimes, like. You know, like now when I've already done the work. Okay, so here we are. Behind this is where the elevator is. The hallway does resemble the hallway from the show, but this leads down to the, I suppose, sour gothic torture of the original. Well, let's see. Now that we find our way back down here, my question is, can I take this route one more time and where will it lead me? Okay, so does allow me to go here. Will it allow me to go all the way there? Is that like probably save before I do this? Nice. There is. That's not very rough. I do want to know what happens if I like venture out and do this, but I don't want it to be like a waste of time and possibly resources. So what I'm gonna do is save right here. And now I'm gonna go and do the thing, and if it turns out to be a complete waste of time, then I'll just load that save and that. I hope it doesn't. I can actually do this weird roundabout thing that I'm hoping I can do through this strategy. It would be... there were some samples. Came out. Gone. It's the umbrella thing. Okay, so that denim shorts zombie girl is still spawn or anything, I guess. Dogs are also spawn part, which is kind of something I was dreading. Silence, because they're gonna bit of a nuisance for me. Still around, which they probably still are. See them yet. Definitely could have already showed up here this time. Doing my actual run. Actually, wait a minute. It just occurred to me that there is like door to the orphanage shows up as locked on the map, and it occurs to me now that the reason why it shows up as locked is because no, we can. Yes. Why it would show up as locked is... Oh, motherfucker, really? The reason why it would show up as locked is because Claire barred it from the other side before. Would actually be kind of weird if they... Yeah, they don't even give me the option to come in here. That stinks. That means that the stuff I'm thinking of is probably gone forever. So yeah, that pretty much means that this expedition was completely fruitless. So let's just load back into this and resume our... Without taking that distraction this time. Let's see. The way we shall do that is by returning upstairs, returning. Just pretty much resuming our old route. There isn't that much more to it. Grab the plugs, put the plugs in the correct sockets, and we can actually that like the second boss fight with William at that point. Pretty much. Yeah, we do. It's like go save Sherry, who's in the first in the Leon playthrough. It's go save Ada, but we go Sherry in the garbage room. But before we can do that, we get fucking ambushed by William, so we have to deal with that. And yeah, there's not really much more to say about it, so I'm sorry. Here we are, back at this place. Marvin's still standing up against the wall. One thing is, I'm pretty sure it's way more viable in this version to leave Marvin, like, not really alive, but active up there, I guess. When Marvin turned, In the original, he pretty much turned right in front of you and, like... It didn't happen in this room, that's the thing, it happened in West Office. So he basically... was like propped up against the wall, and there was a lot less room to maneuver, so it made a lot less sense to make any kind of effort to stay out of his way, to actually take him down. And I'm pretty sure that you could still leave him alive in that version if you wanted to, but it was just that it was worth, you know, in comparison to this one. So let's see what we got. We got here, we're in the workers' break room. Should go to the water injection chamber, because we have room for whatever's in there now. I have this gun equipped. Equip this gun instead. What can really be like the TMP from RE4. Shit. That guy's truly dead. So what's in here again? It's gunpowder and more gunpowder, and is that all? I guess that is all. Oh well. Don't really need that, I don't have. Plug. The fuck is down there? It's like the lower water. Nothing left there, so I don't think. And to do that, we go that way, I guess. Yeah, we do. Oh, okay, this guy's not down, but that's fine, because we're gonna cut him off by grabbing the plug. Don't know if he can go. Probably can, but fuck it. Be around. That. And all the place is pretty much cleaned out in this. Haven't him yet, did we? Or I guess maybe we have, because he's got nothing left. There's an item here tells me that, okay, that's another monk guy. And the, yeah, pretty much that there being an item there tells me that I'm gonna tell for the Sambos in this, for the bodies in this game that have the potential of being Sambos that are not really. Not the plan. Oh, this is not. Is that like has ammo, but from another enemy? Oh fuck. Okay, no, let's go. I do not want that thing to come near me. I can't actually leave the water, can it? That's the thing. It's like receding back into it. Is it gonna be right there? Or yes, it is. Okay. I can dodge it successfully here. Claire, get the fuck up there. Thank you. I'm curious as to. Well, first, as to how. Okay, there's gonna be two things, but I forgot what the first one was. Second one was. How many shots from the SMG that I have equipped right now? It's gonna take that crossed shoulder padding that it has over its eye, which is the weak spot. Okay, I guess I passed. Yes, I just cheesed that. Plus it still has the potential to appear, which I would not doubt is the case. Oh, there's his ammo, but you're on the other side, my friend. I'm afraid you can't reach me here. Okay, so keep going. We should be able to find something, I think. Be too surprised if the creatures does exactly that. Baked me out with not gonna summon babies. I don't think it's worth it to stick around at all when it summons babies. I think it's even like to move quickly enough to where I even need to run. Oh fuck. See, that's good reaction. I guess I might have to destroy it, but I'm gonna give it one more try if it like avoid that. What I really want to do is like hide it, you know, like get into doing that attack, I think, and then run past it if I can. I don't know if I will. Oh, I couldn't. Shit. I just knife it. Have a knife. And the knife is pretty much broken now, so fuck. Don't grab me again, motherfucker. And now it's gonna be a grenade, right? Or not. I don't. Oh, it's nothing because I don't have a dash. Oh, I'm afraid you've just earned yourself death. And I think. That goes. Okay, so and do that. Yeah, I just realized that I don't even have a blue herb with me right now. Yep, pop up so I can actually fight you. Oh, don't, for fuck's sake. You might die here. Can't actually tell like how close you are to death in your position. Am I dead for real now? That might be it. Can't really tell. I never saw this before. I guess I am dead. Okay, time to continue. Let's see where that puts me. If it like triggered some autosave at some point, or if it's just gonna put me back in the basement. It just puts me back in the basement. Okay, well. Now I do know that I'm definitely gonna go kill that thing. Nothing else. Let's see what is my course of action. Go get the goon powder from the room across the bridge. Get the rook plug. Run away. All the other stuff and murder the hell out of that thing because I suffered after what just happened. I don't like the one in that other waterway. Can't actually easily touch around it, so you know, clearly it's in my best interest. I had successfully kited it. Did get it to do the big, like a vertical arm lunge. Which is like the perfect attack to let you run past it, but of course now I got caught in the fucking impact of it somehow. Then the grab, which is impossible to get out of. And then it breaks the knife, which is the counter weapon, and then just immediately does another grab, which, you know, the range for that is ridiculous. Like, I'm really a fan of those attacks, gotta be honest with you. It was like dodging those attacks that let you use the counter weapon. But dodging any kind of attacks that any kind of attacks really. It was a lot simpler in the old version because of the hit boxes. And then there's RE3, which uses pretty much the same mechanics and also gives you like a little dodge move that's specific hitting spots like that. Hope if they ever do an RE3 remake like they've been, you know, have done the remake to get to that, have that mechanic dodge. But yeah, let's see. Over here. Up there. And finally, back on track. And I am still determined to not save anymore until I... back to the safe room here by going all the way around as opposed to going out of my to get there early. It's not dead. That's fine. All I gotta do is grab this stuff. It's just these two things and we're done here. And I can leave. All I gotta do now is grab the rook plug. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm done. And I could have done a thing where I replaced the... call it... place the like 3 green herbs full heal that I have in their set. Right, that's how it appears at first. Okay, time to actually fight it this time. Okay, that is now revealed. I have the acid grenades. I do. This weak spot is a little bit hidden right now. Let's see, that's one acid grenade. I need to reload and now it's gonna sink back into the depths. Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna try to fucking not let it do that. Evidently I did not succeed. It's another acid grenade that didn't kill it. Here. Right here, I fucking dare you. Okay. That's a third acid grenade, and that also did not kill it. And the fourth one did, finally. Jesus Christ. Oh, whatever, at least those are out of my inventory now. And there you go. That's how you kill things in this. I need to make more acid grenades now. For that boss, yes. Probably the ending ones. But before I go any further, let's get more of that. Should just go ahead and, well, I don't know. I'm not even sure if like acid grenades are a better idea to bosses like or less high powered round things. It's over there. Hold on, let open this first. I think that's not openable from the other side. And yeah, that's out of the way. And there's gonna be some items in that nook back there. And this little hole back here, because apparently we're not done collecting all the items in this area. But not looked. Nowhere else but here. I can go right here. There. And now we're done, so let's just to not arouse the suspicion of it hiding around here. I'm pretty sure a few Sambos showed up in this waterway. There's Leon. There's something. I don't remember what it was, but it was something. That much I can tell you. It was in fact an actual occurrence, which I can verify. Not sure the other two plugs are, but gotta go there just yet. We're gonna have a little adventure back first. We're gonna have a little adventure back there when we... before we set out for that incredible journey back to safer. Some supports. I'm actually gonna swap out my 3 green herbs full heal for a blue herb mix full heal. Because, like, from what I've seen, like, the G adult creatures here, only things that are able to poison you. This and this and this. It's not that. Actually, I can use it. I'll leave that and replace it with this. We're gonna leave the proper place. Let's see. I'm gonna watch the tape. Second. First, let's see. Rook's next to the knight, but not facing the queen. Well, but next to the knight and the knight's there's not that much. Pretty sure with that we can already figure out the king and the queen are supposed to. King ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight right at the end, and the knight into where the key's markings. Okay, well, never fucking mind. We don't know where it is, but out there for now. Shouldn't have all the pieces yet. We're gonna watch the tape right now. The first or second one technically, but we don't find the first one until later. Probably gonna be the same as last time.
Oh, please stop. No. How are you, Frank? No hurt of it.
Glad I watched that.
Aren't we all? Okay, hold on. Because she has no comment about how the rats were like the vector for the T-virus, but... Hold on, let me tab out, because apparently I gotta do that to raise the volume on my end. That's weird. Which I did want to do for a while, because, yeah. It's like I might have mentioned before, and if I didn't interrupt myself, I don't know if I did or not. Probably did. Like my sound driver that I have for this motherboard, which is like Realtek something whatever. Okay, that's a little too loud actually. There, that'll have to do. Basically, it's like what do you call it? Oh fuck! I just started wrong thing. Yes, take it out. This is what I need to put in there. My audio driver basically ended up being way too quiet most of the time. For some reason I couldn't figure out, and I think it only happened on Windows 10 too, so... I mean, I only used Windows 10 in this motherboard because I don't, the chipset for the USB stuff is compatible with Windows 7, which I would have liked to continue using, but you know, you can't have what you want. So let's save. And basically it, like, I could turn it up to abnormally high levels and it would still be too quiet for a lot of things. But today I discovered a hidden setting in the fucking sound configuration where you, for some fucking reason, individually boost like the different audio jacks that you can plug your sound output things into. When I use this jack on the back of the motherboard, that, well, that's in the motherboard on the back of the case, that like a red headphone thing, and it goes, sure enough, if you go to the sound thing, if you go to the speakers configuration, you can actually boost like the back red headphone out thing. And that apparently resolved my problem, but it's kind of a dumb thing that that would exist and that would be set like so super low in the first place, as far as I'm concerned. But hey, I don't know. I'm not a computer engineer. Designs actual hardware. What the fuck do I know? Even though it worked perfectly on pretty much every computer I owned before this one. Even ones from fucking 98. The year this game, or the original version of this game came out. Right, so we have, yep.
This is creepy.
Gonna have a few more G monsters down here. Yeah, that's one of the G larva busting out of that dude. And it just disappears into nothing. Which is pretty convenient for us. Yep, it's just there. Kind of tempted to like try and stab that with a knife. I feel like I'd just finish breaking it off and that'd be a waste. At least these dudes don't actually come back to life. Guess because they already have the fucking chest burster xenomorph G creatures burst out of them. I guess that finishes them off somehow. Even though, you know, there are Sambos that we meet that are definitely in sorrier states and they still keep functioning. Yep, there's one of them right there. You know, should be able to get past most of the ones down here though, from what I recall. There's one right there. It's pretty obvious that it's right there. We don't have any like strong weapons right now, do we? Think of this one. And I guess the flame rounds, but the flame rounds I don't think are going to be that great against the dudes. I think they're only really very great against like the normal zombies and maybe the plant zombies at the end. I'm gonna try to slip past, let's see. And of course it turned around immediately and did that. Never mind. Like it literally fucking... It's like it went into a portal of some sort to do that. It like had its back to me and then fucking instantaneously, after going into the water, didn't have its back to me anymore. It was facing me directly. Of course, that'll make some degree of sense. Hey, this dude. Okay, no, they both of them formed a barrier to get in my way. It was pretty impregnable. Well, of course, I can't really get past him. And now I'm gonna be fished. Fished in French, you might say. But will I at least be able to get past? Because that's what I'm actually concerned about here. There, please. You can worry about your tum-tum later. I do see that poison symbol on the lower right that I didn't really notice before. That's around the same place where like the defense symbol shows up if you use a blue or red herb mix. Which it probably will be in just a moment, but first let's grab that more Sumga ammo. That's pretty much the only actually pick up here. Shit, not this way. Hello, little tadpole. Another one's gonna pop out of here. Or enough. Or not, if we like completely. We're gonna get double teamed by the fucking. This thing gonna kill me because I was poisoned when I fought it. Or when it tackled me. I guess it does. That sucks. So I guess being poisoned puts you in like immediate mortal danger. That's pretty terrible. Hold on. Yeah, no. Take this gun first of all. Reload it so we don't have that in inventory. I'm gonna take I don't know, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 high-grade gunpowder. I can only make acid rounds Handgun ammo, which sucks, or submachine gun ammo. I think the acid rounds would really be the best, the most sensible thing to make out of that, but who knows. If I could make more ammo for the Magnum type thing, like, you know, Celeste 60 upgraded, that would be best thing, I think, but I guess that's not an option. I also cannot make ammo for this thing, the quick draw army. Sucks. No, I'm not quite sure what I should be aiming for here. Thinking I'm gonna have to, you know what, why don't I just gonna use this thing, I guess, the submachine gun. I do have all this ammo for it. And I'm gonna find even more down there. Oh, I know this preemptively now, so this is gonna be my main line of defense against the horrible Greek creatures, I suppose. Actually use it efficiently this time. You know, it occurs to me too, though, that I'm actually not even at full health when I go based on. Might have something to where I die instantly after, like, they attack me once and then I get attacked one more time by whatever else. It might just not be me, might just not be weird theories that I have. Maybe something else. Yeah, let us unload on those things when they pop up this time. I don't remember exactly what happened the first time I did this part with Leon. But I thought for some reason that I had managed to basically not... and not use up a lot of ammo for this, but I guess I might have been wrong. Okay, so yeah, there's that thing, and now I know that if I try to approach from behind, it's going to like pop up instantly. So let's oh shit. Let's kite these things. I'm pretty sure they're like they're really bad at actually striking. It's a thing. These things were way more fearsome, the little tadpole creatures in the original RE2, because it was like... it's basically a lot harder to actually dodge them and fight them effectively. So there's a second one of these things that it's not showing up yet for some reason. Oh no, there it is. And okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we can get past it, but we have enough room, but no, we do not. That sucks. And these little tadpole larva things are way less of a threat in this than they were in the original. So let's just go ahead and... oh dear. Don't do that, don't do that. Stop it. Thank you for dying. It was a pleasure knowing you. It was an even greater pleasure killing you. Right, so... sure enough, we used up most of our ammo and that this thing fucking eats through the ammo at a pure speed. Hey, whatever, it served its purpose. Can avoid fighting the last one at least. Thanks. I think it probably will be a better idea to just combine the gunpowder we have. Don't, I said don't. Have you no regard for your fellows? That's really inconsiderate. I don't even think there was like a third or final zombie, just normal zombie, just kind of waiting to get in your way at the end of this section. Or by the original, I mean the first run that I did of this with Leon, not the original. I feel like they added that for the second one, just to be dicks. Well, whatever. Don't need anything right away. Just, I mean, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but... threats. And I don't really want to waste the defense effect that comes with the blower predator mix. So let's just work at this puzzle, assuming that we're not going to be attacked first. I don't remember if we are attacked in this. I don't think we are. In this room. It's not at first. It's the queen plug, right? Let's see. That guy's probably gonna come to life. There's a spot for the queen plug. Guess we have to bring it there. What else we can do right now? And the king plug is not yet. There's the spark shot. Do you have enough room for that? Because it kind of looks like it's gonna take up at least 2 spaces. Okay, that's a threat. Wherever that was. Not until I see it in front of me, I still going to not yet consume this splitter mix. Okay, now kind of actually just like the worst way that could have gone. Like an instant unexpectable. I contend unexpectable. Zombie presence. Make you waste like a fucking drop dead. So we're saving that health and you didn't actually use it. Oh hey, there's another blue herb. Well, there you go. That was kind of dumb of me to not use this right away after all, huh? I do have another knife. I forgot about that actually. Carried this with us already. Let's see. Have that equipped. This guy dead for real. Oh. Let's make him dead for real. Sure, probably know he is. Like a fucking combat knife would last way more than this. Than this. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's a little bit differently here. To take out the plug from there. And I have both plugs with me right now. Thing. Call it. Oh, wrong one. The map says that the room is still red, so that might mean that we're not actually done with collecting stuff here yet. I don't know. Didn't think there was anything else in here that I could actually... Hold on, grab this. Don't think we need to grab the king plug for anything else right now. Let me check. Sure. Oh yeah, there's that. There is that. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to surround a little bit more. Up there. Grab this again. Grab this again. Again, and finally, take this. And grab the spark shot and just go through this door, I guess. And fires wired metal prongs into your target, allowing you to fry it with electricity for as long as you have the weapon raised and continue to stay focused on your target. If you let the gun send too much power over the wires will snap after one final surge. So as long as we keep the weapon raised, keep on doing damage. Charging takes a while, and the needle fires up easily, but it packs a punch. I'll take it for it. And the original, the spark shot fucking sucked. It's just good for good for fighting the basic zombie types, basically. Did so little damage, and I don't think there was a way, like a hidden way to use the spark shot that I didn't. But so it was just bad. And of course, it was impossible to charge or reload, so pretty much just was up space for the most part. Hey, we did it. We got all the plugs. Now it's time to go back and solve the door puzzle. But first, we need to get through here again. And will we be able to do that without this happening? Fun. So we gotta just keep using this for spark shot, so it doesn't suck. We're gonna be able to get past the second one of these, or the last one of these horrible creatures without having to deal with its shit. That's a no, alright. Okay, you're in the corner there. Please let me up there. And you please do not be an obstacle anymore, like you have been the past. Okay. Several minutes of existence, which is your entire existence. Okay. Can we try the spark shot against these last monster here if he does show up again, which I'm gonna think he probably will. That's what these things do, they just are obstacles, yep, but you know, expected. There. There. Well, that did not kill it. Doubt whether that was actually worth it at all, but whatever. I'll just climb back on here real quick so I can kite this thing and really wasting its one shot that it gets at me. There it goes. And now we can get out of here. If only these things actually like left you anything useful for killing them, but how about the only time that really happened in classic Resident Evil was in oh, for no fuck. Was in when you fought the tyrants in those games in 2 and 3. Plus, you know, because of how different the Mr. X mechanics were in the original 2 and 3. Well, I said the original 2 and 3 as in as if there was a different version of 3, but no. The original 2 and also 3, which there's one version. Not counting like Umbrella Chronicles, but I don't think anyone does. When you talk about this thing, basically you could have like these unrelenting tyrants that you can't kill until the end game coming after you. The whole game, pretty much. Well, the whole game in Scenario B in the case of Resident Evil 2 original, and just the whole game period in RE3. But if you do actually take the effort to fight them, you can like knock them down temporarily. And if you do manage to do that, then you actually get a reward for it. Because they drop some items, they drop some ammo and what have you. But I'm pretty sure in this game that doesn't happen. Those pronouns and are they? Don't remember. Damn it, I should know this stuff. I don't know. There's a spark shot. Apparently you get more needle cartridges. But now what I want right now is to solve the plugs puzzle. Go to the next fight with William, let's see. Rook's next to the knight, not facing the queen. King ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight. Right at the end. And the knight ain't where the case marking says, so... the knight... and the... king. Okay, I'm pretty sure the knight and the king are like... okay, that thing doesn't say anything about the pawn, so I'm guessing the pawn does in fact go here. And we know that the knight and the king are facing each other at the end, so... if the knight doesn't go where the case marking says, then I'm guessing it goes here. It's about the only other possibility. The rook's next to the knight, so it would be there, and the rook is facing the king, right? That's what it said. It's also next to the king, ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight right at the end. Yeah, that's a problem too, because I think the rook is next to the knight, then the only place left to put the queen would be here, where it would be next to the king. What the fuck? And I'm guessing that facing means directly across. I don't know if that's actually the case. The rook is next to the knight, but not facing the queen. King is not next to the queen. And I'm guessing next means immediately adjacent, and I'm guessing facing means immediately opposite. But I don't actually know if that's the case. It's a problem. Knight ain't where the case marking says, so... okay, so far the only thing we know for sure is that the knight doesn't go here. Right. Like, I don't know, maybe... I guess maybe we have to assume that the pawn also doesn't go there. But the only way we can make this work. Or is it? Because hold on. Bishop, we found it here. And the pawn is here. But here's a problem, right? Even if I like put this on the other side. If I move the knight to either here or there, then the knight is like facing the king, right? The rook is next to the knight, but not facing the queen. Oh yeah, hold on. I guess the bishop would be the one that we have to take out. What if I just put the queen here? Right. And the knight goes here, and it's facing the king. And what else? The rook is next to the knight, right? Yeah, not facing the queen, so the rook go here. Which is rook is here right now. And it's not facing the queen, so it'd be facing the bishop, so this will be the correct solution. Yeah, there we go. I guess the pawn did have to stay, you know, where the actual
On my way.
case marking was. So let's see. Anything else that I don't need? Well, I'm gonna need I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna need some extra stuff because I'm gonna have to enter into the next boost fight with William, but I don't know what I really would need for that, honestly. I think that if this is pretty much the same as with Leon, we should be able to kind of cheese this boss fight with William. Because we got a special mechanic we can use to basically trap him. Actually, wait, let me make some acid rounds. I'm gonna take the two things of large gunpowder that I have. I think I only have two, right? I do. And make acid rounds with them. With the high grade gunpowder. I feel like that might be my best bet right now. Get 6 out of that one and 6 out of that one, and we put together kind of. I already saved, right? 5 hours 23. 8:40, so yeah, I was like just a couple of minutes ago. I don't have that much more time left. I have to stream, so I can like make it to the cable card. I'll probably be where I leave it. Oh, it's one of these things. We need to get to a specific part here, don't we? Yeah, we do. Acid rounds loaded up, so I guess I'm gonna rely on acid rounds on the machine gun and a 6-shooter thing if that fails. Just maybe I really have to rounds as well, but I don't know. The power to open that.
Power must be out.
And we need to go into that room, but before we do that, I'm pretty sure that once we go into that room and we solve the puzzle, that's pretty much gonna be it for do. What do you call it? Stuff we can do. We're not gonna be able to do anything else before we're thrown into the boss fight. But I guess it's pretty much all that there is to pick up right here. Well, let's see. We have some stuff to pick up, and I guess we will, you know, we need to solve the power puzzle, you know, restore the power puzzle before surprise ambush from Williams. That's a thing. We get all the things we need for a special extra. Guess I might use, I don't know. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave that there for now, and I guess I'm gonna make a heal now. Stuff, but I'm gonna take it with me. I'm gonna take the take one more heal with me, but it won't be this one. It'll be the third one. I do have to use it. I use this one first, and then that one. And I doubt I'll have to use both of them. Any rate. Hey, you never know. No time to actually face my destiny for real now. Well, let's see. Just fuck around with the switches. That's how you win, right? Yeah, you do. She never did find out if. The question is this gonna happen by itself if we wait, or do we have to actually try to leave? Or approach the door. Can I hear him approaching or moving? Never actually do make it to the door.
Shit!
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, the fire just spreads in the most pretty dang illogical way here. I have to dodge the fucking claw things, which it's not really that doable considering how, like, there's some weird stereo things going on with that, like he's stomping around up there, but it doesn't actually match where his claw comes out. Oh, and now he's coming in through there. So it means it's gonna be, that pretty much means we can dodge around him. It's the only way. I don't think he has any attacks that we can actually counter with a knife. I just need to, just like takes swipes at you. Okay, so let's go face our fate. Our ultimate destiny here. Hold on, I need to make sure there aren't any items to pick up. That's clearly top priority right now. Okay, so here we are. Need to do this first. Gonna have to do our wily plan to destroy him here. Let's see. Do this, pick up the extra stuff, and just that thing. No, there's something else. There's this. Okay, so I do remember now we do have to attack him pretty much to get him to stay in one place. So let's do that. I'll reset the trap there. Okay, should be in position now, I thought, but nope, he's not actually staying in one place yet. Hold on. Let's do this first. Wait for him to come over here. Okay, and see if that will keep him in place long enough. Probably will. And just watch this unfold. Okay, we have to get this out of the way so we can keep dodging. Oh shit, okay. Of course that did not hit me. Is that it? Okay.
Time for an encore.
Yep, it's a little more precarious this time, but you know, I'm sure it will still work without a hitch. And there we go, I guess you just need to be able to pull that off twice. I didn't even end up using the fucking acid grenades or anything. I'll still
I'm so sorry, Sherry.
eat those, I'm sure. Taking forever, yeah.
Taking forever.
I'll finish your sentence for you, Claire, don't worry. Sorry, Sherry, that I have to kill your dad over and over again, even though I'm not actually aware yet that he's your dad. Not in this version. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, we could just go directly there to open up the garbage chute thing, but before we do that, let me do the same thing that I did before in my Leon playthrough and just steal plugs. That's why not? They might be a fun thing to have as a collectible. gracious. Go ahead and switch ammunition. For sure. Oh. Yeah. I only have up to 10 of those things with me at any time. Okay, guys, just steal all the plugs. I can have those, you know, just available to me whenever I need. I would need them for anything, but hey, they don't get that red check mark next to them. The rest of the key items do, and you're done using them. And also, you know, this room doesn't become blue until you have appropriated all of them, so it's gonna mean something, surely.
Mommy's here. Sherry, can you hear me? Oh no.
Oh boy.
Sherry?
You know, my question is like I made before.
Sherry, are you alright?
Is she like infected with one of the embryos, or...
What are you doing? I'm here to help.
Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved.
Yeah, yes, I call that.
Fucking kidding me. You're her mother. Get in here.
You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over.
Wait! Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
Mommy?
There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake. Sherry, Mommy loves you, sweetie. Goodbye.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sherry, don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay?
Why are you doing this?
Because I care.
Thank you, Claire.
Right, so I guess we have her in tow now. And, good thing there aren't any more items we need to pick up from the floor there, because
Far.
we'd need 3 hands for that.
That cable car.
Cable car. And, I think we've been told at all, like, as clear that, you know, having the wristband is important for that, but I guess we just gotta figure.
Hold on, Sherry. You're gonna be fine.
You know, if you're observant, you can't see the wristband on her. I'm pretty sure even now. Yep, she has it.
Almost there, Sherry. We're almost there.
I'm just gonna have to see her. Oh, right, it's not this way, it's that way. Say, Sherry, sorry, but I'm gonna have to use you as a battering ram to get through this door.
Good. The cable car.
Okay, so... I guess we can just enter now. Ugh.
Here. Okay. There you go. Just hold on, Sherry, okay? You're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, she looks just dandy. And she's got like Sehan or jaundice. Topical.
Check everything.
Topical for another game I'll probably be playing later today on my own. I was trying to say before my brain did its usual. And a lot of people all over the world will probably be streaming, but not me. Because I think it's futile. No, as opposed to this game, somehow. And also, you know, I hear that unlike this game, which is a remake, and for that reason would probably be a lot harder to spoil. That other game that comes out today in most of the world, Japan, where it came out like 4 days ago, and that a lot of people are probably going to be playing. It's a completely new thing that people have been expecting for like 15 or so years or more, and there's apparently a lot of people out there who have made it taken it upon themselves to spoil the living fuck out of that game for everyone they can. So, you know, I don't want to make myself vulnerable to that. I actually follow somebody who plays through like, hold on, short ammo, main weapon, there you go. Wasn't even aware that you could like press that multiple times to have different sort criteria. I learned something today, but yeah, basically. Oh, but I was gonna say was I follow somebody who was like playing Persona 5, I think, and I wasn't actually there, but apparently while he was doing that, somebody followed with a username called so and so is the killer. So you know that's the kind of people that we're dealing with on here. So pretty much just said fuck it. And that game, which you know for that reason, partially I'm reluctant to even name right now. I think I'll be playing completely on my own. I might eventually do the series that game is from on stream, but at least until I finish that on my own. Kind of wondering if I should like bother to save last time. I think I better do it actually. That's what I was gonna do but I was like completely blanked because I was talking about something else. So yeah. Like something I think I want to do at some point or another is like get all the collectible raccoon figures that you can shoot. And I kind of figure that you know I probably missed a bunch of them already, so I kind of have to be looking for them somewhat willfully, which I've not really been doing all that much. So I kind of figured maybe I'll just like find a checklist of them online, which I'm pretty sure there are, because I've kind of looking at one earlier for this one. Pretty sure in this playthrough that I like saw but didn't destroy immediately when I saw it, so I wanted to make sure where it was. But I kind of figured maybe I'll do that when I play the hardcore run where I do Claire Ellie and be on my own, but
This tram is bound for Nest.
you know my brain tells me
Until the final destination.
what if the ammo is even tighter in that run? And I'm actually not a great idea to do it. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Just not be paranoid like I have been.
Hey. Are you okay?
Kind of futile at this point.
Your jacket's so warm.
Hey, she does the same thing, where
My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky.
Claire gives Sherry her jacket.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something of yours.
It's kind of hard to tell from the angles here, but
Why not? So
Guessing-
pretty.
guessing that since, you know, Claire's jacket isn't completely tiny in this version like it was in the original, it actually might be a little too big for Sherry.
It was for her to be home more.
I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but
That's because it's the truth.
Sherry, come here.
I mean, whenever she dies in like the previous version, she's like, I'm sorry, I was a terrible mother, I love you, I swear, but
Hang in there, okay?
Now arriving at Nest.
it's pretty much the only intimation you ever get that she actually meant that. She never actually backs it up with any action for that moment.
Got you. Come on.
But hey, we made it to the evil lab. Shouldn't have even saved. Fuck it. I'm gonna have 3 saves for Claire. Like 4 or 5 saves I had for Leon. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so are we gonna bring her somewhere, like...
I'm getting you treatment.
If you
Just hold on,
remember...
Sherry. It's okay.
If you remember the original RE2, it's basically when you get to the laboratory after the train platform ride, which I'm still kind of weirded out by how they took that out completely, because it was like such an iconic scene. But basically like a side room with
Stand clear until the doors are fully open.
you know, a typewriter and all that.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
It's pretty much where the infirm Sherry or Ada
Stand clear
are left.
until the doors are fully open.
And well,
To nest.
actual playable characters went and did their own thing for a while. No, well, I mean, in the Leon run of Leon A that I did, Ada kind of stayed in the cable car after, like, she was crippled and with her leg for a while, and pretty much stayed there until the end after Leon pretty much triggered the destruct sequence when she came out. But no, I guess this bed that I did catch sight of before is where we're gonna leave Sherry for this run.
There's gotta be something here. Antiviral agent. That's it. That's gotta be it.
Let's zoom into that more.
Hey. Hey, Sherry. I gotta go. You stay right here, though, okay? I'll be back soon. I promise.
And you wristband, yep. We're actually gonna have to be the ones who use that in this part, to recall. Let's take a quick look around. I'm probably gonna be like, probably not actually gonna be finishing the rest of the game right now, that's the thing. Search Lab North area map. It's gonna be more or less the same layout I've had, I guess. And the only part that's actually different with how their experience is. Nest wide alert. Due to an incident in North area, all Nest personnel are to immediately use the Devil antiviral agent on themselves. Devil is the only way to prevent G mutation. If you have been infected with the G virus, seek help immediately to target and destroy the G cells in your body. Email is automatically generated in the event of an emergency. Please not reply. I mean, what happens if you reply to those? Just get like junk backed up in the mailbots data? I don't know. I'm guessing there's a reason, like, beyond just you will not get a response from a human, that they tell you not to reply to those, but I don't know. Let's see, it's gonna be the same, right? So Archer, Wayne, yeah, Wayne Lee. Last one to use the thing, and he's fucking dead.
Authorized staff only beyond this point. Guests must refrain from
Entering, yeah. Saying things way too slow. I'm just gonna like
entering.
find the next type. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say find the next typewriter and then stop, because I kind of need to go in a little bit, but maybe do a little bit more, and then when I get back from the thing I gotta do, it'll be like after midday, after 1 or 2. Play through the rest of this, and then I can dedicate myself to playing the other thing. Gonna be delivered today if all goes well. That's Heidi wristbands, things, yeah, 3 security levels. And here's the thing, right? We only have level 1 right now, which is kind of weird, because you'd have thought that, I guess you'd have thought that the Birkin folks would have given the daughter a little bit of higher clearance in case they needed to close. Like, I'm pretty sure that wristband that Ada had, she just took that off some random dude, so that's surprising that it was only level 1 to start with, but you know, this is like the boss's daughter that we're talking about here. Like, maybe not the boss, but like someone who's kind of a big cheese, the boss certainly. Since Birkin and, well, the Birkins really were the ones who were pretty much the main proponents of the G-Virus. Also, I sense that there might be items lying around here, so before we have an adventure in the cafeteria, let's at least try and figure out what those are. But there wasn't anything back here. See anything at least. Unless this is like one thing with the cafeteria. I have to assume that it is, because I really don't see anything back out here. So let's go kill some Zambos, I guess. Oh, hello, you actually followed me. Complete silence. Alright, let's do it the correct way. Let's be frustrated that it's apparently way harder to get like instant kill headshots on these things with dudes with this gun. I'm frustrated by that, certainly. Sure, you're not dead yet, but at least you're no longer a factor here. Like, I thought that guy hadn't seen me at all, which is weird. Like, she was like staring straight at me, but he wasn't actually moving or anything. Okay, I'm pretty sure these two are gonna get up. Question is, what do I need to grab from here so I can do it? I do hear another one. She's like having her lunch break. Oh shit! Already? God damn it! Hold on, I'll take care of you, Cedric. I don't know why I thought that or thought of that specific quote, but I did. Clearly, there is no better. Hear footsteps. Hold on. I think they do it the whole way out. Here he got up at some point. Yep, he did. Jesus Christ, it's like... My thoughts exactly. I really don't want to have to shoot you with more goon stuff, so let's just... I'll take that measure to make sure that I don't have to do that again. There we go. And this dude has not been... her head got blown off, so she's no longer a threat, but this guy's probably gonna get up. So, we haven't done anything to him yet. What do we got here? Is this for the spark shot? Yeah. Maybe I should be using the spark shot for like these Zambos in this area. Like the spark shot really didn't seem to be doing anything to like the G creature that I used it on in the sewers. What do we got? Here's this more high caliber ammo for the, yeah. It's actually a lot of it. Let me, you know, preemptively attack this too, or not, hold on. Actually, he's super dead already. Like, he's not gonna get up, okay, I'll be surprised. All the items that we have to pick up in here, I guess, so. I mean, she's really into her meal there. Like, I should just get a drop on her and, like, pop her with this gun while she's busy doing that. Like, she'll be an easier target. Do that she was eating also going to get up. She's, like, really strong as well if she's just gonna fucking shrug him off like that, literally. Come on, don't do this to me. What happened to sorority? Fuck shit, shut fuck. And of course it's this model again, you know. Like I said, it's always this model of zombies that bring me the most trouble.
Son of a bitch.
And apparently my shots to the head are absolutely meaningless. Always fucking 6 shots to the head at least, and still hasn't even been knocked back or anything. Let alone knocked down, which was what he should have been. Oh fuck. You stop. Oh, he's just the worst. He's using his weight to move quickly and avoid every single one of my shots.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, finally he had the decency to collapse, and of course my knife is broken, so I can't even get that back. I have a spare knife, but I unequip that. This point is like, fuck it, if I get hit, just let me get hit. Okay, so what else? What's back here? Because I'm guessing there has to be something. Yep. Oh wait, that's a place to go. Hold on. I wanna go up here yet. Claire, please go back down the ladder. And figure out what items there are. Maybe there aren't any. Maybe I'm just sick. I'm supposed to go to the kitchen and whatever items are missing are gonna be over there. This counts as a single room, which I think that's what happened before with Leon, to be fair. Oh, hey, my knife is already replacement. Yep, that apparently this whole big sector counts as one room as far as the item collection is concerned. Not the best thing. Oh, hello. Yo, right, this is the part of the game where I only say that when okay, I was gonna say how the fuck is he not even been knocked down yet, so get my knife. Just run away from him. We're almost out of them, but just gone anyway. Just be using the fuck. I'm probably gonna be using the like flame rounds for the grenade launcher a lot more. The normal high voltage condenser spark shots. Loses time between shots. I don't think that was even an issue before. Alright, always there yet, but this guy should have the chip we need. Yep.
This should
Come in handy, I'm guessing. I was gonna say, I didn't actually read the subtitle.
come in handy.
There we are. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be using the flame rounds for like the normal zombies and the plant zombies. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm not gonna be finding the flame. I'm not gonna be finding the flamethrower as clear. I'm guessing that's like a Leon only thing. Okay, we did it. What's beyond this point is like the
Your presence is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the east area.
right, I guess this is like specifically Dr. Lee's wristband. Yeah, that's a big elevator reactor room. Like a power station in the old Resident Evil 2, but not anymore, I guess. Now an elevator in the middle as opposed to like just an electricity generator thing. Also, is it just me, or are my audio levels from my microphone a little bit lower? Hold on. See, I'm the kind of guy to get paranoid about that. Hopefully this will help. I believe this will help. I have that pointed more directly at my mouth now. Okay, let's see. Let's bring out the spark shot real quick so I can upgrade it, I guess. Yes, I'm gonna bring out the spark shot and use that, and also use the flame rounds. How many spare flame rounds do I have? I have 3 in addition to hold on. There it is. The 11 that I have with me right now, of which I will leave that. And I have 5. I have 15 flame rounds. And 10 acid rounds. And this stuff, which I don't need right now. Can I leave behind? I can leave that behind. We're gonna be leaving this behind. Those. Probably gonna want to want the like like Magnum type ammunition for my final fight against William. These rounds gonna be probably gonna be necessary for that. Sure, why not? I'll take the spark shot with me. And I guess if I'm gonna take the spark shot with me, I might as well take these little cartridges. I think there's another typewriter not very far off from here, so let me get to there, and I think that's where I'll call it. Yep, here's the big ol' underground lab. Oh yeah, that signal bar. We can use this right now, actually, I think. Special Forces recording. Limited West area, G-Virus agent. Eyes on the target, get eyes on the G-Virus. Dr. Birkin, you will come along with us quietly.
So, the antiviral agents in the West area.
And it's kind of funny, because if... I don't think you would remember, but... I think hardly anyone does, but I remember. So wait, can we reload this right now? Can. I have 11, so there's 16 total both. That's another kind of iconic moment that I feel is iconic, at least, that they kind of changed up for this. That I remember very clearly from the original. It's the what's this gun?
Oh no.
Fuck. The scene where Hunk and the others attack Birkin. And he stabs himself with the G-Virus. Dialogue for that is apparently iconic enough that in Operation Raccoon City, which sucked, but you know, paid its due amount of tribute to this to the original RA2. They pretty much recreated that dialogue, like word for word, in a scene at the start of that game. Because they recreated that specific scene. Alright, let's grab this hip pouch. That's even less of a problem now. The efficiency. I will take Wayne Lee's notes. Blood everywhere. I will not die. Except I'm already dead. Nani? Okay, I'm pretty sure we don't need to come back here for any reason, so let's just remove ourselves. That motherfucker's still alive. Can't believe it. Oh, that's fine. As long as he doesn't come out here, I will be very happy to forget he ever existed. We need a signal modulator for anything that we're gonna be running into before we run into the next item box. I'm gonna leave it behind for now. Okay, so that's where the antivirus is. I guess we're gonna be grabbing that instead of the actual G-Virus sample that Leon grabs. It's gonna trigger like the final self-destruct sequence. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of iconic moments from this game that they changed up in this version. I feel kind of sad about, like the train elevator boss fight with Birkin. That's one. The extended version of the scene, I guess. Like they still have that to some degree with the videotapes and the brief kind of flashback they give you later on with, but the scene where Hunk attacks Birkin and he turns himself into the monster. That's like a single cutscene, I guess. And this is where the next typewriter is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's right there. There aren't even any obstacles between the one back there and this one. This might be where I call it for now. I collect the items in here. Oh, what other iconic scenes can I think of? First, well, I mean, the first liquor, they pretty much still have that. They just moved it around. Played with it, didn't outright remove it. And there's also the thing with the, like, mutated Mr. X fight at the end. Where it's pretty much, Well, the music. I'm actually really curious, like how the there's a DLC for this game. I haven't even mentioned this at any point, but there's a DLC for this that's apparently an OST swap, where it's pretty much the same as the audio mod that I used for the RE1 remake at some point, where it's basically the sounds from this game are replaced with well, the music from this game in this case is replaced with the music from the original. I'm really curious actually if I do ever get that. If they're gonna replace like the intro to the Mr. X with fight in the platform at the end of the game with just a sting from Lacrimosa. I thought that was like another really iconic thing. Well, that and just the oh great, hold on. Like, the controller's like very quickly rapid fire disconnecting itself, even though it's not actually disconnected. That's fun. Well, that should be my cue to quit, I would think. Yeah, quit the game. Much as I would like to keep playing right now, I kind of have to go do something else. I will be back in a few hours with the conclusion of this, I think. And packed backpack. I got an achievement at some point. Can I like check what achievements I have in game? Records. Yeah, I guess this would be it. Hit an enemy with a knife. Counterattack with a sub-weapon. Wooden boards. Knife. Safe. Handgun. Let's see what else. Shotgun. Grenade. Launcher. Submachine gun. I guess I should try for that. I don't know. Kill 5 enemies with a spark shot. Kill 5 enemies with aim mag. I didn't actually do that with Leon. 10 enemies with a sub weapon. Single bullet shotgun blast. 2 enemies at once with a single bullet shotgun blast. I guess I did do that at some point. Fire a maximum discharge by charging the spark shot to see, what I'm kind of curious about that is, does that mean if I do that, like the spark shot will be useless? Like I won't be able to use it at all after that, is what I'm wondering. Let me try to do something, okay. Let me try to exploit the load game thing that I have available to me. What happens? Like I have the spark shot with me right now, right? So I'm not gonna keep playing. I'm not gonna keep playing, but what I am going to do right now is take this spark shot and go find the next enemy, which should be like a plant zombie in this room, unless I am very much mistaken. And our level, and overcharge it on purpose just to see what happens. And then none of that will actually have happened because. There you are. Discharge. Well, I just did that. Hold on. 6 of 9. Let me do that again, I guess. Should be more of them up ahead. In this room. Would be at least one of them just like walking around right now, I think. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so you should actually fail to... Hold on. So I shouldn't have stopped the maximum discharge before. That causes the wires to snap. I guess that's not a bad thing. Actually, we didn't get that as a file, did we? It's a thing. Apparently, if you keep that trained on the enemy until that gauge fills up and the wires snap, but I guess that's not detriment, that's how you're supposed to do it. Even though the tutorial message kind of tells you that you shouldn't let that happen. Yeah, like, nothing really happens if you interrupt that, but if you do let it happen, then the enemy gets knocked down. Don't really understand the idea behind that, but okay. But yeah, we're not actually doing that. Let's just quit. And my next question is, now that I did that, did that count as... yeah, I guess it did. That's me getting that record. Shocking end. Fire a maximum discharge by charging the spark shot to the max. Let's see what else. Shoot the grenade you fed to an enemy. Heal 3 enemies at once with a sub-weapon. Destroy the arms and legs of a zombie. Off the cap. Boy, should have had off of 5 zombies' heads. I was not even aware that I was doing that, but okay. Shoot it out of the air, paralyze the liquor sense of hearing. Apparently this is what happens if you use a flash grenade on a liquor. Like, you would think that if it, since it's like, you know, vision based, it wouldn't affect the liquor, but no, apparently it makes a lot of noise, so it impairs their hearing. And shoot Tyrant's hat off his head. That's pretty much the official name, quote unquote, they give him. He's not even like T103 anymore, he's just Tyrant. But in all of our hearts, he is Mr. X, so bring Tyrant down to 1 knee. I guess that's if you shoot him enough, you can like stun him temporarily, but why would you do that? I'm pretty sure you, unless you like really are trying to save on healing. Immobilize an Ivy zombie by shooting only its bulbs. That's what they call the Ivy zombies. Even though they don't like look anything like the Plant 43/Ivy enemies from the original. What else? Question mark. Stop stage 3G from throwing things around. I guess that's what the Birkin forms are called. They're just G. Super Tyrant from charging. The photo hence find to hidden items. Question mark. Expand inventory things to the max. I'm guessing that these two have to do with the parts where you place Ada and Sherry. Circuit breaker. Open the jail's electronic cell door in 13 moves. Open the private collection room's electronic door in 7 moves. Get the cartridge in the drug. Fill the cartridge in the drug testing labs in 8 moves. I could try for that one. In all the weapons in Leon's story. I missed a weapon in Leon's story. Okay. Apparently there's one more I can get in. And all the custom parts. Both of these. I don't know, maybe they're like New Game Plus thing. Develop all the rolls of film, which I guess I haven't done. Need all of the files, which I guess I haven't done. Destroy 8, 10, 15 rooms, all the saves and locks, which I already did. Master of Unlocking, Story Master. I'm guessing that's completing both stories. Standard or Hardcore with an A rank, which... S rank, oh boy. Apparently there's a higher rank, which I probably never get. One story, just the game. Story, clear story. And just for completing them on Hardcore, which I'll be doing on my time. Within 4 hours without using recovery item, which I probably will never do, because it was like insane. Never done like any of these like insane challenge runs in any Resident Evil games, like not even just the ones that let you get a good rank for getting a good time, because I am not good at that. Clear the game without opening the item box. That either. And the rest of these are just like... guessing that at least one of these is like get all the other achievements or records or whatever you want to call them. Oh no, I guess This one would be complete all objectives. Can't even tell if like any of these are ones that I hadn't already unlocked. Oh well. But no, that's it. Hey Burn. I'm sorry you made it to the end of this short stream because I need to go do things, but I will be back in like I would say about 4 or 5 hours. Or where I probably do get to the end of the story. Which is what I wanted to do. And which I probably would have done if I had started the stream like a couple hours earlier like I wanted to, but I couldn't. Oh well. But yeah. Time for me to go, not just pass out, but actually do stuff. And after I do that, time to return. It will be time for me to return here to... Oh boy, of course. To return here. To finish this game, and then by that time it probably will... What the shit? Probably will be time for me to move on to another thing that is what everyone and their moms will be playing right about now, but it won't be playing on stream for reasons that I was talking about before. Oh well. Yeah, that's what I knew Burn would know. Anybody else? Or if anyone would know, Burn would know. Kind of figured. Also, version 2.0.0 of Smash Bros. Ultimate will go live tonight at 8 PM. So there's that. That's, you know, clearly the only important thing that's happening in the world of gaming today. Clearly the only thing I will address. But yeah, I need to go do the thing, so see you in a few hours for the end of Resident Evil 2 remake, Claire B, and the true ending, presumably. But and then after I'm done with that, it will be time for me to withdraw from the world for a good while to entertain my anticipation of this game that everyone's been waiting for 15 years. Well, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? But yeah, bye. Or see you in a few hours, I guess. Not a more lasting bye, but a see you in a few hours kind of bye. Which is this bye. Bye.